to Straight Shooter, our weekly podcast where we bring you all the breaking celebrity news. No sloppy seconds here. Let's jump right in with Loughlin. So the mother is in a ton of trouble and now she is preparing for a role of a lifetime. Loughlin is preparing for an upcoming trial like she would any other part she's ever got. She's learning her lines. She's even getting into shape, doing yoga. And she's even testing out new hairstyles and makeup and clothing options to wear to court. Sources tell me, quote, Laurie and her team are putting together her trial like it is a movie. Stylists have been hired to find her the perfect look for each day at court. They want something that screams kind and decent, not rich and privileged. Expensive designer clothing and Birkin bags, they've all been rejected and they've been replaced with more J. Crew type style clothing. Additionally, I'm told her hair and makeup team have been practicing different looks, something that will speak to the jury. Don't expect any red carpet, makeup and hair, nothing too glamorous, nothing too Hollywood. What Laurie is going for is more of an Aunt Becky look. Obviously, that's the role she played. Someone that you can trust. Somebody that looks like the girl next door. Somebody that even looks innocent. That's the look she's going for. So all this sounds a little bit ridiculous, but this is what Hollywood does. This is what stars do when they turn up on red carpets at the Golden Globes, the Oscars. They have spent hours and hundreds of thousands of dollars to make sure they look perfect for that day. Diamonds are not put on celebrities by accident. There's a whole process. Those clothes that you see at the red carpet, we love watching them on E! And all the shows, in all the magazines. Those clothes are selected carefully by a stylist. Even the hair and makeup, what colour lip, what colour eye, how big should the hair be, all that is carefully planned out weeks, months in advance. The same is now happening with Laurie's trial. So we know outside the courtroom it is going to be a scene. It's not going to be a red carpet setup, don't worry. It's not that Hollywood, but basically it will be sort of like that. Camera crews will be lined up from around the world to get a glimpse of Laurie, her family, as they walk into the courtroom. It's not just going to be one day. It's going to go on and on and on. So she needs to have lots of different looks ready, all planned out, all mapped out. She will have hair and makeup people meet her every morning at her home to get her ready for court. She wants something that tells the jury that she's not rich, she's not privileged. The worst thing she could do is turn up with a $25,000 bag. Yes, they do exist. Birkin bags are very, very expensive. She has a few. Do not carry those. That's a bad thing to do. Be more casual. Look respectable. Don't wear jeans, but also too, no big Hollywood gowns. This is one of the most important days, weeks, months of her life. This is going to decide whether or not she goes to prison. My sources are saying it's probably the most important role she's ever going to play, and she, like every good actress, is practicing. Justin Timberlake's security are now banning people from taking photographs of the star after that troublesome few pictures popped up of him holding hands with a lady that was not his wife. Ooh. So sources tell me, following the shocking secret pictures that were leaked of Justin Timberlake holding hands with a lady who was not his wife, Jessica, his security team has kicked into high gear to make sure this never, ever happens again. Sources tell me, how was Justin allowed to sit outside on a balcony in New Orleans? How did that happen? Where was his security team? As bad as the flirty photographs really were, things could have been a lot worse. What would have happened if somebody had tried to harm him? He was exposed. A big star like that should never have ever been allowed to be in that position. Another source adds that a star as big as Justin has security with them at all times to make sure he is safe. Normally they find a private area in the back of the bar away from any windows where he could have an evening of great fun and be safe, and also away from the paparazzi. Heads are going to roll over this, and no one will be able to ever get a picture of Justin behaving like this ever again. So I've been around a ton of big celebrities, and they always have their security with them when they go out partying or to nightclubs or even bars. I've even been with celebrities where their security does a sweep. Almost presidential. They get there before them and they do a sweep of the restaurant, the bar, to make sure everything's fine. Often celebrities too, as big as Justin, they even close down areas of the bars. They have these VIP sections. Quite a few secret little VIP sections exist in many bars and restaurants here in New York. In New Orleans, you can rope areas off. So they clear areas. They do this in nightclubs. If ever you go out to one of those swanky nightclubs here in New York, LA, they can actually cordon off an area in a nightclub for the celebrity and their entourage. This is what should have happened to Justin. So forget the photographs for a minute. Forget the allegations of cheating and flirting. Forget all that. What I'm told is that now that has died down a little bit, his people are really concerned that he just wasn't safe. Who was looking after him? Who was doing his security that night? What security team would ever say it's a good idea to put Justin Timberlake on a balcony in New Orleans where thousands of people could walk by and wave and cheer and throw things and say stuff? It just wasn't a really very smart move. And add on top of that, now these photographs, the only reason we know they exist is because where Justin was positioned. So I'm told now his security team is really stepping it up. They now will make sure that photographs like this just never get taken because they will never be in a position to have this happen again. I was once at a restaurant and Jessica Simpson's security, it was a nightclub in Chelsea, Bungalow 8, it doesn't exist anymore. I was there and Jessica Simpson's security guards did a sweep of the ladies' bathrooms before she went in. And when I asked them why, it was a sort of a fancy club, what were they worried about? They said there had been incidents of other people taking their phones and putting it under the bathroom stall to take pictures of different celebrities. So they said that they would rather the bathroom be totally empty. So whenever you hear one of those crazy stories of some diva celebrity emptying out a bathroom, and you're like, oh, just go and pee. The reason they do it is they do not want embarrassing pictures of them on the toilet, which people can take now that we all carry around one of these little devices. So it isn't as crazy a story as this seems. Justin's security now are going to step up. And I'm sure Jessica, his wife, will be very happy that this is never going to happen ever again. James Van Der Beek has a stripper body now from Dancing with the Stars, and he's even thinking about becoming, yes, you guessed it, a stripper, taking it all off. This is my sort of story. Dancing 6 hours a day has dramatically changed the body of James. He now is looking sexier than ever, and he's thinking about putting this body to good use. Sources tell me, quote, James is in talk to join the Chippendales in Vegas. They've had a ton of celebrity guest performers before, and now they're after James. He just shared a before and after Dancing with the Stars photograph, and my goodness, he's proving he's got the goods. The goods to be on stage and rip off all his clothes. Sources add, quote, when you finish in 5th place on a show like Dancing with the Stars, what do you do next? Now, you can go on tour, so they take the entire show and they put it on a live tour. A bunch of the stars do go on that tour. It kicks off at the end of May next year, but it doesn't pay very much. And the stars that do it are pretty much the stars that don't have much else going on. Another option is Vegas, and this is an option that pays a ton of money. However, he is a father of 5, and James isn't sure that becoming a professional stripper is the best choice. Post-show, it's really hard to know what to do. After you do a show like Dancing with the Stars, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, it's an Australian show, British show, what do you do? After you do Celebrity Big Brother, what does he go on to? Could you name me one celebrity that has won Dancing with the Stars and it's changed their career? It really hasn't. There's a bunch of reality stars that do it, a bunch of stars, MTV stars. You know, smaller celebrities do the show. They get a really good paycheck. They can make several $100,000 from being on Dancing with the Stars, but I'm not exactly sure it changes your career. Now, James did not even win. I think he came in 5th on the show. So what does he do next? Now, his profile has been raised up. That's a good thing. But what job is going to happen now for James. It's so interesting. His body looks ridiculous and he's very comfortable with it. He's showing off. Who wouldn't show off? He's lost some weight. His abs are chiseled. He looks great. So he's posting pictures on Instagram. This has got the attention of the Chippendales in Vegas. Do you remember there's a couple of guys from the Jersey Shore, the MTV show? They ended up in Vegas. Now, they didn't show everything. You see a little bit of bare bottom. You don't see anything else. So they're covered up. So you definitely see their torsos and their backs and them sort of twerking around on stage, but it's not total nudity. So maybe this is something he might do. Do you think this is a good idea? Would you buy a ticket to see him? What would you rather see him in? The Chippendales or on tour with Dancing with the Stars? This tour doesn't happen until May, and they play lots and lots of different cities. However, the celebrities on the tour are really the ones that didn't really get many other offers. They don't pay a lot of money for this live show. Most of the celebrities on the show now are actually the dancers themselves. So the dancers love doing this. They've got downtime from the show. When the show's not on TV, what do? So they go on tour, live tours. They're dancers by professions. This is what they do. This is what they're trained to do. It's tougher, though, for actors. They want to do Dancing with the Stars and then get offered huge roles. I don't see that happening for James. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I am. But I do see Vegas, and I do see a little bit of bare bottom, which we certainly support here at Straight Shooter. Ariana Grande has invited Barbra Streisand's team to watch her show. That's right, Ariana Grande and Barbra Streisand's team hanging out in Miami. What is going on? Is there going to be a duet? Let me tell you all. When Barbra Streisand's longtime director showed up at Ariana Grande's concert in Florida, tongues began to wag about maybe a collaboration between these two artists. Sources tell me, quote, Ariana has made it no secret of her love of Barbra. Streisand also started off like Ariana Grande as a Broadway baby before hitting it huge, selling millions and millions of records. Plus, Barbra has made it clear that she adores Ariana and recently invited Ariana Grande to join Barbra on stage in Chicago to perform a duet of her disco hit, Enough is Enough. So what is next for these two? Sources add, quote, there's a lot of conversations, but nothing is finalized yet. Conversations about recording together, even maybe making a film together, are going on right now. Barbra is super impressed with Ariana Grande's incredible talent and has followed her for many, many years. Several celebrities have tried to follow in Barbra's footsteps, including Lea Michele and others. Idina Menzel as well tried to sort of be a next generation Barbra. However, it's Ariana Grande that Barbra wants to hand her crown to. I love these two together. Barbra Streisand is one of the most legendary singers in the world. This weekend, Jennifer Lopez did Saturday Night Live when Jennifer Lopez turned up at the SNL after party. Guess who she was wearing on her T-shirt? Barbra Streisand. She had a Barbra Streisand T-shirt on. Barbra Streisand is the queen. Like Hate Her Politics, as an artist, she's the best. Every singer, not just young, every singer wants to be Barbra Streisand. It is no surprise Ariana Grande would love to become the next Barbra Streisand. However, what is surprising about this to me is often Barbra does not encourage these younger singers. She doesn't pay them much attention. Barbra sticks in her own lane. She doesn't really look back very much. Ariana Grande has caught her attention in a way that Lea Michele and Idina Menzel have not. So to spot Barbra Streisand's director at an Ariana Grande concert, sitting in the VIP section, the fact that in Chicago, Ariana Grande sang a duet with Barbra, is this the celebrity Barbra has been waiting for? Is this the new singer that Barbara's going to finally hand the baton to, her crown to? Only time will tell, but all the signals point to a big, big yes. Nick Jonas sleeps in the new woods. That's right, naked Nick Jonas. Wow. Let me tell you all. Nick Jonas's wife seems to have unintentionally confirmed a long-time rumor about her handsome husband that he sleeps in the new wood. Sources tell me, quote, when Priyanka Chopra posted a video of Nick meeting his new puppy for the very first time. As he woke up in bed, he clearly was shirtless. He certainly was in the video. I've watched it several times. But what we didn't see was that Nick also wasn't wearing any underpants either. He sleeps completely in the nude. Sources tell me, quote, in the video, it looks like Nick is not a morning person at all. Some people have actually said he didn't seem very happy to meet the puppy, when in reality, all he wanted to do was put on a robe before meeting the newest member of the family. What do you think about bedtime habits? How do you sleep? Are you a sleeper in a t-shirt? Are you old-fashioned? Is it pajamas? What do you wear to bed? What do you wear to bed? Nick Jonas likes to sleep in the nude. Are you surprised? He's certainly comfortable with his body. He's certainly comfortable showing it off. Also, too, how would you feel about somebody videoing you when you wake up in the morning? Now, admittedly, if you look like Nick Jonas, you're always going to look perfect. Even his hair, his bed head, looks fantastic. He has that tousled hair. Some people are saying the video could have been staged because the bed is just pristine. It's so beautiful, and his hair looks like it's done. He even looks like he's got a little bit of makeup on, or maybe that's just fabulous Jonas skin. I'm sure we couldn't smell it because it was a video, but I'm sure his breath was just lovely too. What do you think about this video of Nick Jonas getting a puppy, waking up in bed, clearly shirtless, probably bottomless too? Maybe that would have been a very different video. Let me know how you guys like to sleep. I won't tell you how I do. It's a secret. You can reach me on Twitter at Naughty Nice Rob, at Naughty Nice Rob, or you can email me, naughtynicerob@aol.com. Don't make fun of AOL. I love it. I'm never changing. It's so uncool. It's cool now. I love my AOL address, naughtynicerob@aol.com. And on a personal note, thank you for this year and a half, maybe 2 years of podcasting. We have some really exciting news. The show Straight Shooter is moving to a new home in 2020 next year. Straight Shooter is going to be on iHeartRadio. That's right. We have a new daily gossip show. We're super excited about it. Every single day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there will be a half-hour new show. Breaking news every single day. You'll be able to find us on iHeartRadio and everywhere where you listen to your podcast. It's going to be me, a few guests. I'm going to bring in some of my friends, other gossip columnists, some of the best in the business. We're all going to be sitting around the table, giving you breaking scoop. Plus, because this show now is a weekly show, it makes it a little bit more difficult to break news for you that I love to do. The new show is going to be a daily show. So every single day, whatever is in the headlines, whatever news is breaking, whatever you are talking about with your friends, I promise we will be talking about it on this new show. Plus, because we are all professional gossip columnists, we do this for a living. Because we are all professionals at this, we're going to give you the story behind the scenes. We're going to give you the facts that nobody else is telling you. So we're going to go behind the headlines, break down the stories. So we really do hope you find us, you listen, and you enjoy. So starting in January next year, a brand new daily Straight Shooter. You're welcome on all your, wherever you listen to your podcast. It's free. It's going to be a half-hour daily gossip show hosted by me, Rob Shooter. You're welcome. So we are thrilled to announce it here first, and we can't wait to bring you the new show and have you join us, because you really are the co-host. Without you, this show doesn't exist. Remember to, until we talk next year, if you're going to be naughty, you've got to be nice. Take care.